Yeah, as far as I know, Brown Dust 2 collaboration characters. The collab characters in Brown Dust 2. I mean not collab, my bad. Limited characters. So right now, how many characters do Brown Dust 2 have that's limited? As far as I know, the first one is going to be this girl right here. This costume. Sherazade Pool Party. Pool Party Sherazade is a limited. Okay? So fortunately, all the other ones for Sherazade are not. I remember Codename S was the first banner in Sherazade. So yeah, Pool Party Sherazade. She is limited. Which one else is limited? Justia. This particular one. Pool Party Justia. Limited. You cannot get this costume anymore. Fortunately, this one is not that good. Alright, so let's look at what this costume does. This one gives you Energy Guard, which is equal to 100% of max HP. That takes damage for 4 turns. Also, it buffs you. So it gives you Energy Guard, it gives you buffs, which is good. But Justia is not really super meta, right? This was back then in the summer. Now, very likely, these two summer characters will be coming again this summer. Now, when is summer? Summer is usually around June, July, right? So make sure you guys keep that in mind. That's probably going to happen. So if you are looking to pull any of these characters, if you can pick one, I recommend Sherazade. Sherazade Pool Party. Now, how good is Sherazade Pool Party costume compared to her other counterparts? I would say for this one, I'm going to say the best one is this one, Codename S. So you're not missing out on much. Out of all 4 costumes, this one does the most damage, alright? This one is probably the second. Alright? So you are missing a little bit of FOMO, but it's not that big of a deal, alright? It's not that big of a deal in my humble opinion. It applies to every character. If a character is not limited, for example, Medical Club Therese is right here, Roddy Star Leatrice is right here. You can get them with this Powder of Hope. This is the first PT that the game has. Basically, it's a thing that you gather, and then you can buy all of these characters, 1 copy, right? So right now you can see, right? If you guys are not aware, you can just go to the draw and look at this character right here. So right now we have Magical School Professor Sherazade, and we have Game Club Rafina. So you know, these two, after the banner ends, will be added to the Powder of Hope. So you can always get 1 copy. Alright, you can always get 1 copy from the Powder of Hope. So go to the shop, go to here. But keep in mind, this does not apply to collab characters, I believe, and limited characters. That's why during the limited characters, Eclipse, if you want to pull her, you get a +5 her during back then. But for regular characters, if you want to max them out, you don't go +5 them. You usually pull them to +4, and then you buy it with this Powder of Hope thing. It's actually cheaper. But it also depends, right? So that's one thing that is a PT. One more thing, the game also has one more PT in this game, called the 100 pulls. Every 100 pulls you do will guarantee you a PT. However, this PT is going to be a random 5-star, not necessarily the rate up character. So when you draw a 5-star costume, this count will be reset. This PT is guaranteeing you a 5-star character. There's one more PT that you can do, which is this. Can you see there's 2 numbers here? One is 2 out of 100. There's one more PT down here, which is a draw point. Now the draw point is the PT for this particular character. So draw point is 200. So if you reach 200, can you say exchange 200? So this is the one. If you don't finish to 200, let's say I have 51 right now, right? What happens to this? This is the one that converts to the Powder of Hope that you can use in that shop. Does it make sense? It converts to this currency, this thing. It converts to this thing after the banner ends. So that's pretty much how the PT system works. Yeah. So yeah, before we got distracted, and let's continue talking about the limited characters so far, right? So like I mentioned earlier, limited characters so far is Sherazade, Justia Pool Party, Sherazade Pool Party, and of course, this character was one of the limited of limiteds. A lot of people regret not pulling for her. And I'm going to tell you guys which character this is. You guys are going to regret. Because she was one of the few characters that were limited back then. FOMO! The FOMO is strong with this one. This girl right here. Bunny Girl Celia. I mean Eclipse. Bunny Girl Eclipse. Huge! Massive, I get it. This girl is limited. You can never get her again. FOMO, man. FOMO. FOMO is strong with this one. A lot of people regret for this one. Holy moly. Ooh. This one is fine. This one you can get standard banner. This one, but this one, ooh, huge. A lot of people back then, they were like, oh man, GuitarRock, I regret I didn't +5 my Nightmare Bunny. Oh my god. And I get it, right? A lot of them were upset. For me, I managed to +5 her. I managed to +5 her. I'm so mad I missed that one. Don't worry. She will come back. They did. I think they say she will come back this year. She will come back this year. Later this year, hopefully, during Christmas. She will come back during Christmas, alright? Save for then. So she was one of the half anniversary limited character. She's really strong. I think she's probably one of the best ones actually, because she gives back so much battery. So what she does is, as you can see, right, acquire 1 SP for each attack target. And her tile range is huge. So if you fight a boss with huge tile range, you get so much SP back, it's insane. Decrease 1 SP for each attack target, that's also very good for PvP. So she's really strong. But alongside with her, Nightmare Bunny Eclipse here, there's also Bunny Celia. Bunny Celia was also limited. Now Celia I think is less FOMO. For me personally, I think Celia is less FOMO. Because Celia has more costume. So Celia has this costume. Celia also has this costume. Right? And Celia has this one which was limited. Bunny Celia. Now as you can see, I did not +5 her. FOMO. Okay, I get it. So she's also limited back then. But yeah. So back then I have to choose. Either I choose Bunny Eclipse or Bunny Celia. So I ended up with Bunny Eclipse +5. I only +1 for her because her +1 is a good stopping point. So her +0 you can see is 4 SP. So +1 becomes 3 SP. So it makes her way more usable, right? Less SP requirement. So she's definitely easier to use. She doesn't do that much damage. Celia is not a damage dealer. She's more of an amplifier and debuffer. So what she does is she stacks this chain thing that allows you to do more damage, right? And then you have characters like this one. This particular one, you can see it does very little damage. 18%, but hit 7 times. But because she hits so many times, 7 times is a lot. So you stack so much chain, right? 7 chain. And also apply debuff, decrease attack. And then you have this other one which attack 5 times and decrease magic attack. So she's more of a debuffer kind of thing. Do you need to spend a lot for +5 character? Depends, right? It depends a little bit. I would say depends on if you're lucky or not. And also depends on the other stuff. The thing is with Brown Dust 2, there's this thing that gives back tickets. If you guys are not aware, there's this particular thing, event. I think I haven't mentioned this. This is considered part of the PT. So every single copy of character that you get back 10 tickets in this game. It's kind of insane actually. So even though you spend quite a lot to pull, if you can get lucky, you can actually save a lot. This is a system that's, as far as I know, unique to Brown Dust 2, right? So for example, you can see I pulled 4 copies of Rafina. So my Rafina is at +3 right now. Because I have 1 main copy and then +1, +2, +3. So for, no. This one doesn't count, this one is just 1. So I have +2 Rafina. 1 main copy, +1, +2, yeah. +3, +4, and then +5 you get this thing. Yeah. So I currently have +2 Rafina. So you always get this back. So this thing can help you actually. It helps a lot to save in the long run. So I would say with this system in the game, no, you don't need to spend a lot for +5 for a character. Usually it is very luck dependent if you get off banner or not a lot. But I've seen people like get 2 copies of the character within 1. Free to play and lucky people friendly. Only got her +5 because she's your favorite costume so far. Damn. So yeah, currently in Brown Dust 2, as far as I know, 4 limited costumes. Alright. So Pool Party, Shirazad. Pool Party, Justia. Nightmare Eclipse, Nightmare Bunny Eclipse, FOMO with this one, and Celia Bunny. Did I miss any? I think it's this one, yeah. I think it's just 4 for now. Yeah, no one else was limited. When the banners rerun, you get tickets again. Yeah, that one is some of it is good as well. So once the collab comes, oof, 2 more I assume. I assume 2 more. Because during the first one, we have 2 limited, Justia and Shirazad. And then Eclipse and Celia is going to be the limited for the next one. And then the next, I mean the most recent one. The next one probably will have 2 characters for collab. That's my guess, right? Looking at the pattern so far. If you're looking at limited but collab, maybe they have 1 more character for free. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, during the Bunny Eclipse and Bunny Celia event, they give Rue for free. Rue costume. This one. So good, man. They give this costume +5 for free. So, oh, she's also limited. I forgot to mention, she's also limited. If you miss out on that event, you didn't +5 her, FOMO. Even though she's free, FOMO, you can't get her anymore. Even though she was free back then, now you start the game, you can't get this +5 costume for free. FOMO. This is why FOMO exists. FOMO exists to make you don't miss out. So never miss out, guys. Start Brown Dust 2 right now, so you don't miss out on the upcoming collab. Okay? You can't miss out on the upcoming collab, guys.